Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to the show. Today we are talking about growth and opportunity and why people and businesses are discovering Hillsboro, Texas. Joining us today is Jessica Trew, who's the Executive Director of the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. And Jessica leads the effort to attract investment, support business growth, and help position Hillsboro for long-term success. It is so good to have you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the invite.
I have just had the chance to talk with your colleague, Tiffany Barron, about the Fireflies Festival, which is coming up still this coming weekend, which is pretty exciting. But I really wanted to dig in a little deeper about Hillsboro and what's happening there and the community. So to start us off, just tell us about your job there as Executive Director of the Economic Development Corporation. What is it you do and what brought you to this job?
Sure. So Hillsboro has a Type A Economic Development Corporation that's based on the Texas state statute. And what that means is that we are funded through a portion of sales tax dollars, and we can only use those sales tax dollars for industrial projects and infrastructure. So we do a lot of work with manufacturing, logistics, the things in the industrial park. And so really where we're seeing that industrial growth.
All right. And so you just, I understand, announced a strategic land sale to expand then your utility infrastructure. So let's talk a little bit about that. What does it mean and why is this a significant milestone?
Sure. So the Economic Development Corporation is able to purchase land. And what matters about that is it means that when, maybe the market isn't ready to take this big piece of land and make it into the best possible thing it can be, we are able to purchase those pieces of land and hold on to them for the right project. And the right project doesn't mean the one that pays the highest, but the one that fits best with who we want to be and what jobs we want to create. So the corporation owns a couple of different pieces of real estate, and when the opportunity came up with Encore, who is our utility provider for our transmission infrastructure, to sell them a piece of that, because we all know what's happening throughout the state with infrastructure for utilities and how much we really need to grow that infrastructure, we were able to support them, and that investment of theirs is just going to keep investment in Hillsboro coming.
Of course, Hillsboro's been in the news about the whole data center thing that you kind of put the moratorium on it, right?
No, ma'am.
That's not what happened?
No, Hill County did a moratorium. So Hill County passed that for their unincorporated areas. It does not have jurisdiction over anything in our city limits.
Okay.
We are very much still in the vetting process of that and continue to be. There's been a lot of attention to it, and our residents continue to bring up really great concerns, and we want to make sure that we're thinking about all of these things. It's such a big decision, and we don't know what's coming with data centers, and so we really need to do the best of our ability to determine the pros and the cons and what is in the best interest of Hillsboro long term.
Yeah, I mean it's a need. Obviously, all this information on these phones has got to go somewhere, I guess. But there's a lot of concern about the water usage and all the things that people don't really know what the ramifications could be.
Yeah, and the technology on the water usage has responded to the market, right? There's a water shortage, they get more efficient. People talk about the noise. They're really not as noisy anymore. And the difference between it going to the city of Hillsboro versus Hill County is that the counties do not have the same zoning authority and regulatory authority that the city has. So whereas they are looking at lots of farmland in rural Texas, and that presents even more challenges, in the place that they're looking in Hillsboro, it's already zoned heavy industrial. Whatever goes there is going to be an industrial user. Some of them are even dirtier than data centers or louder, or,
Right.
they all have economic or environmental impacts.
Sure.
And so again, we just need to be very intentional about just doing everything appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely. So infrastructure readiness really is a crucial thing that
Yes, ma'am.
Hillsboro is trying to address.
Yes, it's huge. Between our roads and our water, anybody that lives or works or even just visits Hillsboro a lot will tell you that we have our challenges. Luckily, we have great city leadership that's really working to tackle those challenges one at a time, and the biggest hurdles first. But it's a process, and it requires capital. And so again, those investments in Hillsboro help to speed up the process of those infrastructure issues.
So right there on the I-35 corridor, of course. So that location, it really does give Hillsboro an economic advantage, wouldn't you say?
Yes, we are.
And you have a Buc-ee's.
And we have a Buc-ee's. We're at such a great spot. Unlike our neighbors to the north, you hit us right before you choose Fort Worth or Dallas.
Exactly.
So we are
That's
equidistant.
where
We have such a strong labor pool because of how many people you can reach in 45 minutes from Hillsboro. And with Waco just to our south, that makes it a really strong place to be. It's great for logistics. So in the past, Hillsboro's looked a lot at warehousing and distribution, and obviously the highway retail and Buc-ee's certainly, and then we're now redeveloping what was the former outlet mall. So
yeah, that is the one thing that was just so sad, because we used to, it was a annual tradition before school, to go and hit the Nike store and all the things there, and I guess it's just something that saw its day, and then that's it,
Yeah, brick and mortar retail options have really suffered. And, with COVID, it really put a nail in the coffin on a lot of them. Now, I've only been in Hillsboro 2 years, so I understand that the outlet mall was declining for much longer than that.
Oh, yeah. No,
But,
for sure. It was not a
But yeah,
thing.
It's always hard to say goodbye to something that was such a big part of the community and that everybody has such fond memories of. And we really want to respect that and acknowledge that. So we actually threw, I don't know if you saw it in the news, but we threw Mall-mageddon, which was a 90s themed goodbye party for the mall. And so we had a lot of fun with that. But, it was really important to celebrate everything that the outlet mall was and brought to Hillsboro, and the destination that it made Hillsboro for a while, but also the need to really proactively invest in that space.
Yeah. So what's going there?
So far, we have, so Chili's just opened its doors. That's our first restaurant to open. And we were told that we had the strongest opening week that they have seen. So on day one, we were in their top 3 day openers in sales for their fiscal year, which ends at the end of June. But by the end of the week, we were at the top, breaking records. So that's so exciting. It's so exciting because it means people are happy to see it there, right? And we want people to be happy about the development we bring. But even more so, it improves our options, right? Because when people hear that that's how Hillsboro and the region showed up for a new location, now it raises our value to those users.
No kidding.
The next ones to open, so the Panda Express sign just went up today. Today's June 2nd.
Yeah.
And Chick-fil-A is hiring already. The Waffle House building has its sign as well. And then we recently announced a Boot Barn. And so that's exciting because it's the first retail, right? We love the fast food.
So retail is coming back.
It is. And so we want to have a good mix in there so that it's giving residents options that they would otherwise have to drive to Waco or wherever else for. But yeah, so we're very excited to welcome those.
That really is exciting. So what are, back to the industries though, what are the ones aside from data centers that are just wanting to be everywhere, but what other industries are sort of showing interest in the Hillsboro area?
So manufacturing just in general is showing interest. I mean, that's a very broad term. So there's lots of different kinds of manufacturing. There's, different prime materials. So we have, one company that does insulation, one that does roof shingles, a lot of those core building materials. We continue to see interest in that. We are also welcoming a cold storage user hopefully soon. So we've been working on that project. There's some other cool semiconductor type manufacturing inputs that are looking in Hillsboro. Nothing at the point of an announcement at all, but it creates a big diversity of jobs. And then we also have a logistics company in our industrial park that's looking at an expansion. Several of our other companies are looking at expansions, which is great because that says we're successful here. We're doing well. Hillsboro is a good place to do business. And we're also home to a foreign trade zone. So what that means is if you are importing goods that you are then using in your manufacturing process, there's essentially a delay on those imports tariffs until it leaves that foreign trade zone. And then depending on what it becomes, it may be actually taxed at a lower rate. And so with a lot of political unsettledness around those tariffs.
With tariffs,
and you know what companies and industry values most is predictability and stability. So this kind of helps give them a little bit more just ability to budget with those kinds of things. And so we've seen a lot of interest in our foreign trade zone.
Yeah, and Hillsboro is such a charming community too. How do you balance the economic development with maintaining that small town charm?
Well, again, I think, you know, listening to our residents and to our neighbors and to our business owners about what they want to see is one big part of it. Understanding and working with our college and our school districts about what types of jobs students are wanting, and also on the flip side, helping them prepare their students for the types of jobs that are coming. And then Tiffany is obviously wonderful working in our Main Street district at really keeping that Main Street, which really is the heart of Hillsboro, growing and thriving.
Yeah, absolutely. It's housing, though, is a major concern as these industries grow. You know, where folks going to live. So what are the housing opportunities right now?
The housing market is tight, but there's a lot of housing opportunities coming. I want to say that there's about 1,500 houses in the pipeline right now.
Really?
Do not quote me on that. That is not. I'm not usually working those projects, but and those are single family. There's some multifamily that we're looking to develop. So over the next couple of years, you know, we're gonna see some changes.
Yeah, we're absolutely working at. You're gonna need more restaurants for sure. So cost of living, though, is a very big attractive plus, I think, for all of Central Texas. So how is Hillsboro comparing to the larger Texas markets?
The further out you get from the Metroplex, the less expensive you get. For companies used to really feel the need to be in Dallas proper, Fort Worth proper, whatever that is. And a lot of that has changed, you know, especially for warehousing and manufacturing facilities. If you still have that access to interstate, but you can just be, you know, a couple miles out, then and save some money on your rent and all of your costs and your labor costs as well, then there's value to that. So we've continued to see those types of users back out of the city limits. And so, you know, Hillsboro remains cost competitive in labor, in land, in housing. Obviously, the prices are going up for everybody. So it's not to say that prices are frozen by any means in Hillsboro, but relative to those larger cities, we're still very competitive.
So what have you discovered are some of the quality of life advantages there in Hillsboro?
I think the biggest one is the community. I mean, you know, when I started in Hillsboro, I was instantly just welcomed, taken in. Everybody really treats you like family there, and a lot of them have known each other their whole lives. And so, you know, they've had many years to build that community, but they very much welcome people into it. In a lot of small towns, you'll see a resistance to growth and a resistance to outsiders, but I haven't felt that at all in Hillsboro. You know, I think we see ourselves kind of as a place that values hospitality. And so, you know, the rocking chairs on the porch. And exactly.
That's right.
But,
it's that charm.
It's very much a characteristic and a quality that Hillsboro residents exemplify.
That does not surprise me at all. You touched on Hill College. Education, though, it really is important, something to talk about. The role that Hillsboro ISD and Hill College play into the work that you do.
Yeah, I mean, they're great partners, and it's really important to have partners in our educational institutions because labor is the most important thing for any industry to succeed. And that's not just manufacturing, that's your restaurants, your Buc-ee's, all of that. You really need to have the people for it. We work closely with the ISD's CTE program. And so the industries like welding and those types of crafts that they're then either leaving school and going right into, or going to Hill College. And Hill College provides some really great trainings. They're also very happy to work with industry. So they started a CDL program that was for the purpose of growing into the heavy haul program. And they launched their first class this year. Hill College is just so impressive. They're willing to do things differently and do things first. And it's just really fun to work with them.
Well, funny you should say that. Hill College is the first community college in the state of Texas, according to my research.
Yes, I think it was like the first municipally created community college or something like that, which again shows that back to its roots, Hill College and Hillsboro were about partnership, community, and education. Oh, yeah, so important. So this is all so important from your standpoint of attracting employers, though. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. So I want to talk about Bonds Alley that is coming up this next weekend too. Didn't get a chance to talk a lot about that with Tiffany because we were talking fireflies the whole time, but that's all still coming up as well. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead, but I want to you can enhance your space with Bumblebee. Wide range of customer purchase. Call Kayla today for your free consultation, 254-844-7939. That's 254-844-7939. Bumblebee Blinds from Temple and Waco. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $13,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $13,000 off a new Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by. It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
This pretty life, we face the path of time, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No place to go home.
We are back with Jessica Trew, who is the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation Executive Director. And it is so fun to kind of dig in a little bit over the last several weeks into Hillsboro, because I think I told Tiffany that I don't think I've done a show about Hillsboro, and there is so much going on in that wonderful community. And the public is invited to come and enjoy all the great events with the Fireflies.
Yes.
So tell them a little bit, give just kind of an overview of what's happening this coming weekend.
Sure. So Bonds Alley is really kind of the linchpin that
Oh,
holds
it's been
this
around for a
weekend
long
together.
time.
Yes. So last year was Bonds Alley Arts Festival's 60th year.
Get out, really.
I believe it started initially as a fundraiser for the library when the Hillsboro Library was first going into the beautiful building that it's in now, but has continued to be just a staple. So it's always the second weekend of June. Meanwhile, Starlight Bar Night was something that the community brought together around the eclipse, because again, Hillsboro was in the path of totality for the eclipse. And last year on the eclipse anniversary, we kind of did a Starlight Bar Night event just to commemorate it, and because it was just such a fun night that we didn't want to leave it with the eclipse. And the Fireflies is actually helping us bring Starlight Bar Night and Bonds Alley together. So the Main Street program got a Science on Main grant, which was a grant where in the first phase, it was really about learning what unique science assets your community has. And then the second phase was about implementation. And so in that, we learned that we have a very rare firefly that thrives in Hillsboro. And so meanwhile, we've been talking about lighting and you know, the stars just aligned, no pun intended, to really put it all together. And so it is Firefly Weekend. It's Bonds Alley Weekend every second weekend in June. And so on Friday night, we are doing again a community picnic. So last year we had this beautiful, you know, bring your own community picnic, just a long table down Bonds Alley, and it was so special. And we'll be dedicating a Firefly mural that night. It'll be an unveiling, should the weather allow for it to continue on track.
Yeah.
And then having Starlight Bar Night that evening. So essentially different bars, restaurants, venues, etc. throughout downtown have some sort of activity or cocktail or whatever that kind of ties into that light theme. And then Bonds Alley Arts Festival will be the following day, Saturday, late morning and afternoon. I think it's going to be 9 to 2, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
I'll have to check Hillsboro Main Street's Facebook for that information. And the Hillsboro Arts League is actually going to be running that event. So the Arts League has kind of off and on supported the city with it over the years. We're really excited to have them take that leadership role in the Arts Festival again this year. And then in the evening, we are going to be having a kind of guided walk at the Hillsboro Country Club, which once you're out there where, you know, throughout the golf course, there's really a lot of firefly activity.
Yeah,
and
they kind of live.
It's magical, and there's going to be a band there. And so we're really excited for the whole weekend.
Oh, it is just amazing. It's wonderful. You know, and it's so neat how the arts community is kind of working together to help with economic development.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, the Arts League is moving into a space at the Outlet Mall. So that was another recent change that happened.
So the whole thing didn't get raised, right?
No. So we have about 1.5 buildings that we are keeping.
Okay.
Eventually, they too will go when future development comes, but we wanted to, you know, keep some suites available because we don't foresee that development's going to come in the next, 5 to 7 years. So we kept Bath and Body Works, which was the last outlet store that was still in business at the outlet mall. So they moved to a different suite, but they're still there. And then there was a nail salon that also, changed its name, changed its suite, but it's the same business owners as well. And now the Arts League is opening kind of like a visitor art center gallery that they can have classes in. They're going to be able to rent some of the suites within to other artists. So there is a tattoo artist that's going into one of those office suites within their larger space. But we're really excited to welcome them there and hopefully, have this larger space for them to grow into. And then, maybe people come off the highway and say, well, I want to go see that arts shop over there and learn a little bit more about Hillsboro and our art community and our downtown.
Well, then that is key, getting folks who are on the interstate to pull off, spend a little time, maybe, go to some of the fine restaurants, the long-standing restaurants.
Yes, absolutely.
El Conquistador, that's usually our stop when we're coming back from Dallas.
Yeah, we have some great local restaurants right on the highway too, and some people do get off for those. Not everybody wants the Chick-fil-A or the Taco Bell or whatever else,
right.
But sometimes people, when they see those from the highway, are like, that's unique. Let me pull off here. We really want to encourage them.
Well, and of course, downtown has such a mix of charm and shopping and dining and entertainment. Do you have some favorite places you like to?
Well, they're all my favorites. I can't pick favorites.
I know. Why did I ask you that?
No, I mean, there's a good diversity, in the restaurants. There's, only 2 Italian places, but they're very different. There's a great burger place. And we're actually getting a new kind of farm to table restaurant. So we're excited to see that open.
Is that downtown?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's actually a well-loved food truck that is getting a brick and mortar location.
I love it. You hear about that happening.
Yeah. And then our Overflow Cafe coffee house is, a staple. Stacy makes great coffee, great desserts, amazing lunch, and it's just a really cool space to hang out in, settle in, do some work. You'll run into your neighbors and have a minute to visit. Yeah. And then, lots of cute little boutiques too. So I try to stay out of those a little bit because, my bank account doesn't like when I go into them too much.
I know.
I may have visited a couple earlier today.
But of course, there's some other things there in Hillsboro, Churro Fest and Autumn Fest.
Yep, those are
as well.
Our 2 other kind of big festivals. So Churro Fest is in May, usually the second weekend, and then Autumn Fest the second weekend of October. So trying to have some of those bigger activities to bring people from all over the region to town, and they're always super fun and really successful, and we always get really good feedback. So Churro Fest just happened a couple of weeks ago, and we see that the attendance just grows every year. So.
That's good. That's what you expect and what you want.
And we're also seeing, we have a lot more nightlife in Hillsboro now than we used to have, and so.
So it's not one of those they roll up the streets at 5 o'clock.
Right, exactly. And so, at 10 o'clock when the festivals end, there's still a lot of options to stay in town. And, we have a new outdoor bar with a rooftop. We have a distillery. We have a cigar lounge. We have a karaoke bar.
Really?
Well, they do karaoke on that particular day of the week, but a little bar in town. So there's a lot of options to keep your fun going responsibly.
Well, and a lot of historical attractions too. I mean, what do you want to share about? I mean, Hillsboro is kind of in a central location, certainly for this part of the state.
Yeah. So of course our courthouse is iconic. It's gorgeous,
beautiful,
and we have also the County Jail Museum, which is just about a block off the square. Some very cool artifacts and exhibits and stories that can tell. And then at Hill College, there is also the Heritage Museum, which goes into a lot of, the Civil War and other American history, really, and Texas history. And they actually just won an award it's a Museums and Libraries Award. And it's one that hardly any, I don't think any community college has won it before.
Really?
It's very rare. It's more rare than the Nobel Peace Prize or the Nobel Prize. It's very impressive, the job that they've done on that museum. And so I really encourage people to stop in and visit.
A lot of parents, if they're looking for just a little day trip kind of a thing, just, Hillsboro would be a great place to go and just kind of mess around or whatever.
We also have a dinosaur museum.
But check out some of so where's the dinosaur museum?
It is, so there's Texas Through Time, which is actually kind of close to the Hill County Jail. And then they're working on taking an old school building and converting it into a larger museum. So we're excited to see kind of that come to life and start taking shape.
Oh man, that is amazing. We haven't talked about healthcare, and that's certainly a very important thing for folks as they're considering on maybe a place to retire to. What can you share with us about healthcare resources there in Hillsboro?
There's obviously your local doctors and practitioners. We have Hill Regional Hospital, so that's somewhere you can get seen very quickly, very accessible. But obviously we're not like our bigger cities hospital networks, and so we're still very easy to get to those larger hospitals in Fort Worth, Waco, Dallas, because of that highway access. But there are local resources available, and certainly people much more educated than I am on those resources. But we can certainly always connect any seniors that are looking into that, as they make their future home plans.
What excites you the most about the next maybe 5 years there in Hillsboro?
It's just a really exciting time to see the transformation. It's not very common that economic developers really get to see in a short time frame the work and the efforts of development coming to life. I'm very lucky that I came in after the city had already been working on the outlet mall for several years. So I got to come in at a very unique point in that development and instantly start seeing those results. And with those results come the energy and hopefully also the tax dollars that will support, continued growth for infrastructure and for our residents.
Yeah. Are there any major projects or initiatives in the pipeline that residents should be aware of?
Again, the data center conversation is ongoing, and
that's not going to go away.
No, and it's important, for people to be engaged in the process. And there's a railroad expansion that we're working on, and some other industrial businesses coming into town. So I encourage our residents to stay engaged in all things economic development, even when it's not a headline. We love talking about these projects that are lesser known.
Well, I like to end these little conversations with this sort of a questionnaire that the late, great James Lipton would use on Inside the Actors Studio. So this is my take on it. So I'm going to ask you, Jessica Trew, what is your favorite word?
Genuine.
I like that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. And I've asked hundreds of people these questions.
I think authenticity is important.
Yeah, genuine. What about your least favorite word?
Cold.
Okay, so I got a phone call from you and it said Hartford, Connecticut. So did you live in Hartford, Connecticut?
I was born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut, and I got to Texas as soon as I could. I was born to be a Texan, and I love these 90-degree days. So I will wear sweaters if there's air conditioning, so I hate the cold.
I love it. That is so funny. Well, so I'm going to ask you, what turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Connection. I think one thing that's really special about this place that we're in Hillsboro is having so many people in the city, in leadership, on boards and commissions, in volunteer roles that really build on each other. And so it's really exciting to have conversations where, one person either states an idea or a problem, and the solutions and those ideas keep stacking on each other, and the brainstorming is just tangible, and it's really exciting.
So conversely, what turns you off creatively or spiritually or emotionally?
Negativity.
Yeah, I have heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot from people. Yeah.
I mean, the negativity is tough. I'm very much somebody who likes to see the positive of every negative.
Yeah.
My husband will tell you that. But when your work matters and when your community matters, it's worth fighting through the negativity to make the best decisions that we can make on behalf of that community.
Yeah. What is your favorite sound?
Water.
I have heard that a lot.
The sound of the ocean.
Yeah, any kind of running water or the waves. Yeah.
Ocean air fixes everything.
What is it about water?
I'm a water sign, so I don't know if that's, increases that, but.
Yeah. Then what sound do you hate?
So my husband has been doing a lot of work on the house. And the sound of the soldering iron lately has been the one that's driving me insane. I'm sure that'll go away, and it's probably more me watching him, forget glasses and seeing the sparks fly. But that one's especially irritable. It probably won't be in another month or two, but that's the one I picked today.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you what job. First of all, what drew you to this job, and then what was there a career or something you thought you might want to try aside from being an economic development corporation executive director?
Yeah, most economic developers do not even know that economic development is a thing until they have the job.
I know. I was guessing that's true.
I started my career actually in politics, working for the state legislature in Connecticut, was really interested in the policy side of things. And then I'm a huge math nerd, so I really got into like the budget tax policy analysis side of the house. And then when an economic development job was sent my way, I realized I had been doing economic development and just didn't know it was called that. So when I was looking to move south, Texas is resoundingly a great place to do this job.
Yeah.
People want to be in Texas. I want to be in Texas. And I landed in Fort Worth, which is where I met my husband. And so that's kind of been base camp. We spent a few years in Central Texas, and when it was time to find the next challenge, we were kind of looking in the Fort Worth area, and I knew from my very first interview and my conversations with the board and with the city manager that I wanted to be in Hillsboro because of them, because of their energy.
I lost my track. What's the next question? Okay, so what job do you know you don't want? Somebody else can do that.
Sales.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you've been doing the job of a salesperson this whole time.
Yeah. And, it's funny, like, I can fundraise if I have to.
Yeah.
But it's not something I enjoy.
Yeah, that's not your first.
Money's tight for everybody, and I don't enjoy asking them to spend it or purchase something. So hence the nonprofit government life, I guess.
Yeah. Well, one last question. When you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the Lord say to you?
Here's home.
Yeah, very good. Well, it's wonderful that you made your way here to Texas and to Hillsboro. What a wonderful community.
I'm very lucky to be here.
Yeah, it is a charm. It is truly a charming place. And this coming weekend is your chance to go and check it all out, because from Fireflies to Bonds Alley art to you name it, Hillsboro's, and a lot of this stuff is free.
Yeah, most of our activities are free, and so this weekend is certainly a great opportunity. I hope as many people as can come out, but we also have free summer concert series. So that is actually, it runs every Saturday in May and June on the Yard, which is right on Elm Street in Hillsboro. And then we take a little break for the people that don't love the heat as much as I do, and pick back up in September and October. So
it can still be plenty hot.
Those
in
are
September and
concerts.
October, though.
That's true. Just not quite the August.
Not
hot.
quite. Not
but
quite.
Yeah,
August
lots of free things to do, lots of activities, and again, our Main Street page on Facebook and our Chamber of Commerce certainly do a great job of promoting. So if anybody wants to know what's going on in Hillsboro, check out those two pages for sure.
Plenty of places to go and check that out. Well, thank you so much, Jessica. It's a delight to get to know you, and thank you for coming to the show and sharing with us about Hillsboro.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. I said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit angles90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Mind strong, body strong, try to find equilibrium. Head straight, screwed on, I screwed up for too long. Don't wanna lean on the waves, watch the storm evaporate. Think of you in starry skies, keep you so alive. Let's walk through the fire together, disappear in the golden sands. All in your face, I see you break. It's like the sound of winter, bleeding love, silent escape. You've got to hang on to yourself. It's like the sound of winter. Cutest smile, cutest lips, open arm, fingertips, love bites and recompense. I'll be with you until the end. Let's walk through the fire together, disappear in the golden sands. All in your face, I see you break. It's like the sound of winter, bleeding love, silent escape. You've got to hang on to yourself. It's like the sound of winter. All in your face, I see it break. It's like the sound of winter, bleeding love, silent escape. You've got to hang on to yourself. It's like the sound of winter.
It's our declaration of deals, and savings are moving fast at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Get a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $32,990, or take $10,000 off a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Or qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days. Don't stand still. Drive today. Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more information, go to wacohomeparade.com.
Somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.